All right, you guys. Time for another Jesus talk. Um, I'm reading from my Bible, the little Bible. Okay. So, my grandmother, who is highly Christian, I was having this conversation with my mom the other day about how, it says in the Bible this and that, and she proceeds to tell me that my grandma knows more and she can read the scriptures from heart and all this other stuff. Um, I've never picked up the Bible. I've always thought that churches were corrupt, and I'm right. Okay, so I've finally decided to pick up the Bible because I think that there's something in it worth hearing, and I think that I'm one of the people that has been chosen to relay these messages to you because it's baffling to me. Okay, it's very baffling to me. I've stumbled upon this yesterday morning, and it's baffling. All right. I don't know if they read over this or if they just skip over it because they don't want the people to hear it. But, all right. Y'all worshiping in churches and synagogues and all that, you're hypocrites. Okay? It literally calls you hypocrites in the Bible. Just a little known fact. All right. So, it says, and before this, they're talking about basically giving to people in poverty, not keeping for yourself, like sharing is caring, basically. So we're going to go here, and it says, and when thou prayest, thou shalt not be as the hypocrites, for they love to pray standing in the synagogues and in the corners of the streets, that they may be seen of man, not God's, man. Verily, I say unto you, they have their reward. Underneath of it. But thou, when thou prayest, enter into thy closet, and when thou hast shut thy door, pray to the Father which is in secret, and thy Father which seeth in secret shall reward thee openly. So, but when ye pray, use not vain representations, as the heathens do, for they think that they shall be heard for their much speaking. But not ye therefore like unto them, for your Father knoweth what things ye have need of before ye ask him. Now, he's not talking about what you want. He's talking about what you need. All right. So we're going to go back up to the top. I felt like I needed to read that out loud. So we're going to go, and it literally states in the Bible, we don't go to synagogues and churches to pray. We don't stand on the side of the streets and worship. It literally says you go in your bedroom and you close the door in your closet. Like, you pray in secret. It's not a communal thing. Like, you that go to church, they lie to you. They've been lying to you and programming you since the beginning. And it's all going to come out. This time, it's going to come out. The world is changing. Enough with the fucking old structures. Like, I don't understand how they can read this and not fucking understand it. I understand it perfectly. So, just for future reference, it literally says, but thou, when thou prayest, enter into thy closet, and when thou hast shut thy door, pray for thy Father which is in secret, and thy Father which seeth in secret shall reward thee openly. Okay. I'm going to read you another thing too. So, it says, but thou, when thou fastest, anoint thy head and wash thy face. Okay, so you fast when you're sleeping. When you wake up, you're still fasting until you eat that first initial bite of food. It says, when you fast, you get up in the morning, you go to that bathroom, you anoint your face, and you wash it. I do this every single morning, and I'm glad. I'm like, wow, I actually do stuff that I'm supposed to do because I'm in tune And I know, I love everybody. You're supposed to love your enemies. It literally states in the Bible, love your enemies. I've always loved my enemies. I always wish for the best for my enemies. Everybody who has done me wrong, I wish the best. I love you. It's not your fault that you live in your shadows. Okay, so then it says, that thou appear not unto men to feast, but unto thy Father which is in secret, and thy Father which seeth in secret shall reward thee openly. That is saying, when you get up in the morning, you wash your face, you anoint yourself, you wash your face, and then you don't go down to breakfast with your fellow families. You go in your closet and you pray. You get in tune with the divine, is basically what it's saying. Our Father is divine consciousness itself. We are all sparks of light. It is not some demigod in the sky that wants worship and demands your collection plates. Like, it's not. So, I wanted to get on there and read this morning. It just baffles me that the church can sit here and tell you to come to worship and worship God, and you're literally supposed to be doing this by yourself. It is a lone thing. You're not supposed to be doing it with a group of people. Now, it is helpful to do it with a group of people, like meditation and stuff, but not to get in tune with thy Father. Okay? To get in tune with thy Father, you need to go inside, into heaven, and see with your eye. Not your eyes, your eye. This is your eye. This is your one, two, true spark right here. Okay? This and this. These. And then this down here, your solar plexus, is your second brain. It's literally not even really your second brain. It's your first brain. Like, this brain up here is only supposed to be used for communicating and in this material world. It is part of this avatar that we have. That's what your brain is. It's part of the avatar. You need to get in your eye, your pineal gland is where everything starts. Okay? It is your spark of light. That is what starts and help you remembering. Okay? Because we've all forgot. All right. I just wanted to get on here and read that. So I've taken up a lot of your time. If you want to hear me, you hear me. If you don't, I'm sure that you moved on to the next video. So, just think about how you're talking to yourselves today. Think about how you're talking to each other. Sharing is caring. Be nice. And worship is not something you do in churches. It's something you do with yourself. So, love and light.